Good morning. I have a great message to share with you today. And guess what it is? Ask and you shall be given. How exciting is that? Not later, not maybe, not I think I'll answer you, not I think we'll talk about it. I will provide that. Not eventually, but now. Now you will be answered. When you ask, you are creating a different outcome, a different version of yourself than you are living now, because only you can know what to do, how to act, and how to change. So when you ask, you're asking for you and developing a personal relationship with yourself. That's what we're all about. When we say be courageous, we mean be courageous for you to be you yourself. When you ask, you are getting to know what you want, what you need, what you desire, and what your dreams are all about. How exciting is that? You're really asking about you, the only person that can change anyway. In other words, what's going on with me? That's what I want to know. When you ask, it shall be given. Not maybe, not it might, again, not hopefully you'll get an answer for that question. No doubt you will. It will be given. How that happens is you could be immediately given the answer by seeing someone, by arriving into a certain place, by meeting someone, by someone asking you a question. All of these will be leads that is opening up your perspective to receive that answer that has been closed off because of previous, whatever we want to call it, mental conditioning, or we're not entitled, or we're not good enough. As soon as you ask, the universe jumps in and says, we're on your team. It is anyway, but now it jumps in because you've invited it. And it says, okay, get ready for the lineup, get ready for the answer. You can only be led from now on by asking.
Yes. So all this was like you got the download on asking, and that's why we wanted to really read it, because it's so specific and so easy, right?
And so absolute.
Right. And that's all about our Choices Absolute 3-day masterclass coming up. We wanted to share those things so you know what you'll get. So the asking is so profound, right?
Yes, and it's immediate action, even though you don't see it. Because what it is, it's like sending out an invitation to a party.
Yes.
And RSVP. Your RSVP is on the hook now and will perform the RSVP. So that's so exciting.
Yes. And a lot of people, they don't realize it's as simple as asking, right? So that was the message. It doesn't have to wait. It doesn't have to be, like, the first part of that is you don't have to wait. You don't have to, what did it said, it's not a maybe. It's not a,
it's not, I'll let you know, I'll think about it.
Right.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
Right.
It has to be a simple question that you have. It doesn't have to be complicated. We've been taught to make things complicated because we didn't know the formula. But ask means whatever your question is, as if you were 5, 10, 15, 20, or an adult.
And keeping it simple. It doesn't have to be difficult.
Absolutely. Even if you say this.
Yeah, what would they say?
I don't even know what my question is. That's your question.
Right, you can ask that.
You can ask something like that seems like a contradiction, so Spirit can identify with you and for you. Oh, it's about the kids this morning. Oh, it's about work. It's about your husband. And that will bring the most current asking right to the center.
Yes. Yeah. So the asking is really the first step, and that's, we have a choice to ask. We don't even realize that we have that choice to ask. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even present.
Well, ask is giving you a choice to listen to you so that you can have a choice now, a choice palette in your life. You have a choice about everything in your life.
Yeah.
And we have never realized how abundant our lives are and how full of choices
Yes.
that we are. But we have to separate them
Right.
and get them pretty precise, but not all the way.
Yeah.
But at least get it going.
Mm-hmm.
I know when Audra and I have clients, we both have a healing. She has a healing, and I have an Akashic record. We ask, "What's your question?" And guess
Yeah,
what
there's
happens?
always a question.
It's always a lot of people say, "I don't know."
Yep.
But you know what? By talking to us and allowing us to help you find your question, which we always do unequivocally,
Yep.
we get to the question that leads right into why they're wanting to even talk to us.
Right.
And that's what we're letting you know, that you can talk, how you can talk to yourself too.
Yes.
So,
And you need to start talking to yourself that way. I think we
Exactly.
all we think that it's outside of ourselves, and that's the whole point of asking and choosing, is because it's all within, and we really have to develop that muscle of
receiving.
receiving and
Receiving
asking to receive, right?
Asking the question, believing is receiving, and healing it's an absolute law.
Yes.
It's an absolute law. You will be answered.
Universal.
And when you know you're going to be answered, believe me, your freedom increases unbelievably. Because then you begin to use your own inner guidance.
Yes.
When you know you're going to receive, okay, I sent out my RSVP on that one. Now the next day you're finding yourself in a different arena, send out another RSVP. I'm having parties all over the place.
Yeah.
Because I will get answered.
Yes.
Because it's ask and you shall be given. So it's just so fun to be that free with yourself, because I don't think any of us have appreciated how much we are loved by ourselves, and we want to be independent, realizing we're in charge.
Yes.
Not to cause havoc, but to cause peace and settlement. And what do we want to be on the inside out?
Right. When we get the clarity by asking, that puts a different vibration out there. You know what I mean? So it clears up the other relationships because we're clear. And then we can get the answers to those relationships, but through ourselves. And I think we haven't really been taught to use that muscle as much. We're always asking other people's opinions, and this is more tuning in to you now.
Absolutely, it is soon. There's only you.
Right, I know,
So
but
they have
not
to
everybody
choose
sits
themselves.
with that and chooses themselves, because we were taught to look outside ourselves. But the true winning is the inner game,
Yes, absolute.
and it starts with the asking.
It starts with the asking. And then it starts with knowing the answer is already, soon as you ask, it's done.
Yes.
It's finished. You
Yes.
can live at the end, as some people say, which we believe in too. You live at the end. I have the answer.
Right.
I don't know what it is this instant, but I have the answer.
But it's here, and
because it's going
on
to
its
show
way.
up.
Yeah.
Yes, and it only regards me.
Yeah.
It's only my answer.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be given a choice to think about what that answer means to me, and then as I give it out, that's where the courage comes much easier, because you know that you know. So the courage is a simple next step, or tool as we call it.
Yes. Yes.
And then you know you're on, then you begin to feel like we talked this morning, you're in the right lane for you.
Right.
You can only define your lane.
Right.
And that's what we're all about, because our lives have been hundreds of choosing. This is my lane. I can't do anything about it, but I love living in my lane.
Yes. Yes.
So,
And the clarity you get in your life from just deciding to get in the driver's seat and ask, you know, I can't believe how many areas it just, I don't know, it drops all the,
minutia.
yeah, and the crazy vibrations of trying to figure it out, trying to do this, trying. And like Neville Goddard says, the sun doesn't try to shine, it
just
shines.
is.
Right.
Yes.
And so I believe that asking is you shining.
And we are always in the driver's seat. Even if you say to yourself, well, I've always been in the driving seat. But if you're not choosing you,
Yeah.
you are really in the passenger seat.
Right.
And that now this brings you together to be you.
Right.
And you drive the car, and what you say is for you. You're not
Yes.
trying to influence or change anybody else.
Right.
It is all about you, and it's all good.
Yes.
So
And that's true authenticity, which is like the highest on the Hawkins scale too, is
yes,
being your authentic self is not being selfish like we were taught or conceited or a narcissist. It's just taking charge of yourself so that you get the clarity and others, and then you bring the clarity to your life around you.
yes.
It works like vibrationally, right? Wouldn't
Right.
you say that?
Yeah, it works vibrationally, but it is also, it can be a visual, it can be a feeling that starts leading you to that answer.
Yes.
And you stop judging other people
Right.
and calling them any names like we refer to, well, that's a so-and-so. This
Yeah.
Get rid of the labels.
Right.
Get rid
No
of the
blame,
definitions.
no shame, no guilt, no
Absolute.
judgment, self
That's-
and others.
Right. That's what happens. It
Right.
starts to
So
all
it's your
fade away
freedom.
naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not going to judge you because I'm no longer judging me.
Correct.
I'm not going to label you because I'm no longer labeling me.
Yes.
And that's the freedom in this whole thing of getting to know you and living as a free, authentic being in the planet, which is why you came.
Right. Anyway,
Yeah.
no matter what, you wanted the freedom to be you, and so now
And you
we're
created
saying,
the freedom.
Yeah, and we're saying shine in that choice of really being you, and your life does change. That's why we're constantly preaching you have a choice, right?
Yes.
Because it's time to be your authentic self, choosing you, and then everything lines up.
Yes. You will notice a difference right away. So
Yeah.
we're encouraging you today
Yes.
to join our class. Which-
Where we're going to go into this more.
Yeah, where we will go into this more and we will help you choose, help you learn, help you define the difference between all the gray lines that people told us we should live in.
Right.
And we're in it and we're going, what does that mean?
Right. It doesn't work.
And what does that mean for me? I still don't get it, you know. So when you slide into your, or I should say, when you maneuver into your own lane, you get the definition for you.
Yes.
But believe me, it's all unity anyway.
It is.
So come and join us. We're going to have fun. We're going to have excited people give comments and just ask questions and just really get over this. We're not united. We are all united to help share with one another.
Exactly. And if you're stuck, you can ask the questions. We can do a hot seat coach. You know, we're going to open it up to have Q&A too. Like, if you're struggling, okay, let's just take a look at it, right? Let's see where you just need the clarity and the help. So
Yes.
we're excited about the 3-day course, and it's all about asking, right?
It's all about asking, because asking leads to choice leads to you, and courage is sitting right there saying, let's go for it.
That's right.